Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Today I'm starting a weekly vlog that I'm gonna do for Asian Readathon. So it is Monday, so I felt like a good day to start. It's Monday and the 1st of May. It's a perfect day because it's the perfect, it's in the week, it's a new month, it's perfect. And I was looking at my TBR pile for the month. Ignore the mess, that is my life, but look at all the books. That's all the books I'm gonna read. Actually, it doesn't look that bad in the camera. Also, like, oh my god, my room is messy. I'm doing a lot of redoing a lot of stuff in my room, so that's why it's such a mess. Even more of a mess than usual. But that's my TBR pile. I think actually there's more books that they haven't arrived yet, so. Either way, I'm now gonna do my May spreads and chill and maybe watch some stuff. But the book I'm gonna start later today is Portrait of a Thief by Grace D. Lee. This is for the tumbling panda prompt to read a book that like kind of a friend recommend or steal from someone else's TBR. So I'm stealing it from Sarah's TBR, and that is my patron Cece's prompt. And for the Asian Readathon, it actually is one of the challenges. I need to read a book where several Asian characters has like a friendship, and I think it follows like people who like steals art back that has been stolen from like China, but I am unsure, so I shall of course report back for when I read it. But I haven't started yet. I'm gonna read it soon. Hopefully I will read actually the whole thing today because I have good time, but also I need to like read a lot because I have a huge TBR. But we shall see. But yeah, I am starting this after, but I want to start this vlog now. Now I'm gonna go and do my journal press. I actually need my journal for that maybe. It's in another room. And you shall see me later for updates because that's why we are here. Yay! Hello. So it's a bit later. I did start Portrait of a Thief earlier. And I'm like 100 pages in. And I'm really enjoying it so far. It is about a group of people that gets hired from like this corporation in China to take back the Chinese art that has been stolen. Which is like the heads of like the Zodiac, I was going to say people that's supposed to be in Chinese museum. I think they're missing 4. Was it 4 or 5? And now they're gonna like, there are different people with different skill sets that know each other for different reasons. And now they're all gonna start to steal back the art. And it's a bit like a discussion of like how they are all Chinese American and how like they are from China, but they don't feel like they are from China or belong with China since like they never like live there, or like I think actually one of them might have, or like they've been there and they are Chinese but they're not. So it's all like we're stealing from like and giving back to a country that, but do we belong there? But yes we do. So like it's really interesting like discussion of how you would never be American enough, you're never Chinese enough. It's like a bit with like being biracial and being from a diaspora, that it's kind of the discussions. I thought it was really interesting. I know I've seen people not liking the book. I don't remember why, I just know I've seen people not liking it. But so far, personally, I really enjoy it. But maybe it all falls to pieces. I really enjoy the different characters and like the different like backgrounds and reasons they have for doing this. And it's a little bit like dreamy and like kind of sweet, but obviously about a serious topic. But so far for me, it's like really vibing with me. I'm really enjoying it. But I know like I read somewhere that like people didn't like it, but I I don't want to look it up now obviously because like I want to read a book with my own mind. But like I'm trying to keep in mind and be critical and be like, but still it's just very interesting. I really like the plot, I really like the characters, so we shall see if it manages to hold up, and I should keep you updated. Hello, it is a bit later now, and I did manage earlier, there's a lot of stuff everywhere, to finish Portrait of a Thief by Grace D. Lee, and I'm putting it now in my wrap-up pile, which I kind of 40% has cleared up, so I can actually put something there. And I did end up really, really liking it. Actually, I had a bit of low expectations because I heard like a bit of mixed things about it. I feel like some people didn't like it because I read some reviews, because it could be a bit repetitive in its writing, with like the developments for the characters could be repetitive. It isn't really the high story you think it is either, because it's much more focused on the characters than like the actual heist. It could be a bit like, what can I say, 101 of diaspora characters. But personally, I really enjoyed it. I really liked the characters. I personally didn't like mind that we didn't focus that much on like the heist itself. I will sit down so you don't get motion sickness. Yes, the heist didn't make any sense, and in the real world that would never ever happen because seriously it was too easy, and like how they were hired and everything, that was actually stupid. But I kind of just didn't care because I just ended up really, really enjoying the characters and the point of views. And like while some of like the I would say journeys were maybe typical for like a Chinese American. I really enjoyed how they were written, and personally I really enjoyed the writing. I thought it was really like beautiful, and it was more like about their journeys, and I felt really like that they settled into my heart than anything else. And I just, for me, the book resonated a lot with me, and I really enjoyed it, and I cried. I had tears in my eyes. So I felt like it really touched me. And yes, I could definitely see like complaints, but I can definitely see it's not a book that everyone would enjoy. Especially like the writing. I feel like it would bug people. And like for some it would be a weakness. And for me, it made the book like, it made me enjoy it more. So I was feeling lucky, and I was feeling really good about it. And I ended up getting 4 out of 5 stars. It's definitely not like a high story that people expect it to be when you hear about the plot, but for me it was like perfect. And I also saw that in the author bio it is being adopted on Netflix, and I feel like it is really adaptable. It's definitely like you can definitely see the scenes, how not necessarily author planned it out as a whatever, it's a show or movie, but like you can definitely see like the scenes being depicted in the show. And I think it would be really great and really fun like to see visually with this great Asian cast, etc. I think they could hire me to play one of them. I could play, I think Lily would be a good character for me. Either way, I race cars. It's fine. It's fine. I just enjoy that all the different characters and how like they all knew each other and how it came together. And yes, a lot of suspense of belief for it, but like for me, I didn't care. I just enjoyed it a lot. So again, 4 out of 5 stars. Now I did recalculate my manga for last month, and I do carry to the next month. I thought I'd read one more book and then read a manga. Turns out I had like miscalculated everything, and I was supposed to read another manga altogether because I had like forgotten the book. I ended the book by accident, but I wasn't done. But so yeah, I could have read like a manga all along because I had miscalculated like the books I read in a month. So I'm gonna read a manga now, I think in bed, because they're so fast, just to get my reading in. So the next one I need to read on my list. Sorry, I need to reach down for it because I sorted my books today. I put all the manga in a shelf down there. So the next one I need to read is Taliban Hanako-kun by Ida Iro. And this one follows these characters who kind of just discovered like 7 mysteries on their school. And then one of them gets bounced to Hanako-kun, who's bound to this toilet, and who's kind of a spirit. And she discovers like the school, and he kind of has powers, and like they go on to school and discover stuff, and it's really like weird and whimsical and really fun. And yeah, it's really short, so I'm gonna read it now. And yeah, it will all be 2 books for the first half of the month. So obviously now I'm counting Portrait of the Thief of the next count after this manga. So like it will be Portrait of the Thief and then 2 more books, and then I can read another manga. This is kind of left over for the last month, but I have miscalculated. That happens, and I'm gonna go and enjoy this now in bed, and then I need to go to early work. Ew. See you later. So now this awkwardly became my updating vlog space, but last night I did finish volume 3 of Hanako-kun. It was so fun. I don't know why, but I don't remember volume 2. Like I enjoyed volume 2, but like I feel like I enjoyed volume 3 so much more. I think like I read volume 2 and it was just like, it was okay, but this one was just like very fun and enjoyable, even though like obviously I really enjoyed volume 1. I don't know what happened with me in volume 2, but it was very fun. It is, you know, them just going to 7 mysteries, and there's like stuff going on with them, so they're like investigating that. And Hanako-kun is one of the 7 mysteries as well, so like it's very interesting. And then I'm getting to see some of his backstory, and my heart. So we shall see how more that develops, and I'm sad. Can I actually put you here maybe? Oh, we found my new my new vlog space, but don't look at behind me because I'm trying. Okay, it's been a whole thing to clean this space, but yeah. Either way, later today I will start How It All Blew Up by Arvin Ahmadi. This one, as I said in my TBR, is about a character that comes out as gay to his parents, and it doesn't go that well, and then he starts to escape to Rome. And for my TBR game, it was a challenge to read a book with your favorite trope, which I feel like was a bit terrible, but I basically used that the book was queer, which is not a trope, obviously, I know that, but I just used it because I tried to make my TBR go up, and it didn't go so well. And then for like the Asian readathon prompts, this one was to read a book with an adventure in it. I don't know if it actually turns into adventure, but it's kind of is, because it goes off and it's kind of adventure. But I don't need it just jacket. But I probably won't be able to do work at all, but I will read it when I get home. It's only like 200 something pages, so it's actually really much shorter one than the long one yesterday, and I do believe this is probably going to be an easier read as well, because It's more like a YA contemporary than like the other one, which was also super easy. So it's gonna be a breeze, hopefully. But yeah, I'm excited. I really enjoyed Down on the Cross by the author, and I really wanted to get like the other books by the author as well, but I just haven't gotten hold of them yet. I think maybe he has one more, which is Girl Gone Viral, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I'm excited. And that was the update for this morning. I need to go to work now, which is really sad. I don't want to at all. But I shall try to survive, and you shall see me hopefully later. Unless I didn't. I'm gonna stop being so morbid, but bye. I look weird because I've been at work, but I'm home and I got some packages. So I thought, why not open them in the vlog? You're on the top of a candle. This works out. Let's see. First of all, I have a package from Book Depository. I guess we're closing in on like the last ones. Is this from Book Depository? It might not be. It just looked like it. Either way, I'm gonna open it. It's probably a manga, but I don't know what I ordered. Oh no, it's not a manga. It's In the Watchful City, but as Jijin Liu. This one is the Facing Guest pick for May, and also on my TBR, obviously. So it used such a long time. But now I have it. I'm probably not gonna read it yet. I'm gonna wait until the end of the month so I can remember anything for the live show. So yeah, very excited that I finally got it. I feel like it took literally ages. It just had like the manga size, but it's a small book, that makes sense. And then I got a huge packet. I know what it is because I read on the package. It said that this was shipped the 30th of March. We are now, what? In the beginning of May. So that took ages, but it's fine. I think it was strikes and stuff. It's from Fairy Loot, and let's open this up. How to open without showing you my whole life. Hiya. Hiya. Actually, I forgot this was coming. I forgot I bought this. I'm really glad I'm getting new shelves, because honestly, wouldn't had no idea how to fit this if not. Let's see. Okay. Did I just open it upside down? I don't know. But here we are. The package is all ruined. What has it been doing for a month? A lot of plastic. You can't see shit. Oh my god! Well, one of the books fell on the floor. Let's see. It is, as you can see, Words of Radiance by Brandon Sanderson. This is the Fairy Loot editions. You can get these editions without the spread edges in the normal store. UK one. So they are split in two parts because they are enormous. So here is part 1 and part 2. I had the first one in the Fairy Loot edition as well, and I like them extra special because obviously I'm a huge Brandon Sanderson fan. Even though I don't personally love that they're split in two parts because it just takes more space, but I guess it would take as much space anyway because they're huge books. But yeah, now they're finally here, and I'm gonna spend a lot of money to buy the rest because they're expensive books. Yay! I would have gotten the normal UK if I didn't get the Fairy Loot ones anyway. I like them. I also like the Mistborn ones I have, but they obviously don't have a spread address. Now I'm gonna edit the video and then probably read, so you shall see me later. Okay, we're back to my workplace from earlier, even though you can see my terrible couch because I'm going to bed. But I obviously wanted to say goodnight. So I did read all of How It All Blew Up today. It wasn't that long of a book, and actually I was like a bit unsure like how it ended, because it ended really open with a bit like up to interpretation, but also like, you know, it's gonna be fine. I think it's about 260 pages long, and it is, as I said, followed our kid Amir, and he goes to Italy, as I said. So it actually fits really well for the adventure thing. So the thing is that he was being blackmailed by these people at his school, and that would like reveal that he was gay unless he gave them money, and he didn't have enough money to give them. So he decided to run away, kind of randomly, to Rome, where he meets a bunch of people, like a group of queer people that like he becomes really close friends with, and like kind of, I would say, romanticizes a bit in the way they live, and also in a way that for him he discovers Rome. Really the city for him, I think, he found a place that he belonged that he never had before. Like he always felt like he needed to hide from his family, etc. But now he like was able to be himself finally after all this time. So it's like really emotional for him. But then at the same time, the whole thing that is that the story is told like in the future, like 30 days in the future, or like present day, from a airport interrogation room, because it started this fight on an airplane, and as our world is, people thought they were maybe terrorists or other dangerous people. So they took them to like an interrogation room where he basically has the whole story of how they ended up there. We also changed point of views to like his parents and his sister, and like how they experienced him running away, and like how like they discovered that he was gay, etc. So we kind of get their point of views and like inputs as well, because he was pretty sure they would never accept him of this, and I'm not 100% sure if they are, but I think they would grow to it. So it was really like interesting way to like see the other point of views from this interrogation room in the future, knowing that it will end up like there and in this big fight, while as like we also had him like experiencing this new life in Rome at the same time. So it was like changing in that way. It was a really sweet book actually. It was very emotional, definitely like not focus on romance, but focus on like truly being yourself as you are and trying to accept that, and like at the same time also like you would know with serious themes as well. And I really liked it. I felt like I was a bit over YA contemporary. I've been feeling like that for a while, but this one I really enjoyed, and like reminds me of why I like that genre so much, because while yes it is very like maybe high school focus sometimes, but here it actually graduates from high school. It's also just so nice to like read about people who hasn't figured shit out, because neither have I, and just enjoy the genre for what it was. It was also like references to like other YA books at the time, and it was just interesting. I mean, it was written in 2020, so it's not even that old. It just feels like a different time, like a completely different time in this genre. I don't know why, but yeah, I really enjoyed it, and as I said, I gave it 4 out of 5 stars, and I really liked it. I felt like it fit really well for the challenges as well, even though like the trope part maybe not, but definitely another trope in here is like found family, so that is one of my favorite tropes, so that would also work for the favorite trope challenge for myself. And yeah, tomorrow I think I am reading, if I'm not incorrect, Twisted Love by Anna Huang, because this is the next one like kind of on my TBR. This is a bit longer, but not that much longer. It better give me good smut, else I'll be pissed. So hopefully I will enjoy this. This is not for any Asian readathon prompt, but for my own TBR game prompt, it is to read a like thirsty book, a smutty book, and I'm excited to see if I will like this. I heard really good things, but I heard really good things about a lot of these smut books that we have, because they got really popular on TikTok and stuff, and honestly I don't trust it, but I think it still will be interesting, and I am excited, a bit excited. So that will be my tomorrow read. Hopefully I will read the whole thing, and yeah, so far reading is going really well. I should also read a manga, but I might also do that the next day. We shall see. And okay, I'm gonna go to bed. See you tomorrow. Okay, so I have been at work and I ate dinner and now I'm home, obviously. So I wanted to show you guys something. But before I show that, I'm gonna show you the book I bought today, which was Fatal Hengivenhet by Keigo Higashino. The English title is something, but I have forgotten. That was the Norwegian title. The Japanese title is Yukichiga no Kenshin, maybe? And this is actually a Norwegian translation of this Japanese book that just came out. And it is my old professor that was my professor at Japanese that translated and started like a publisher. And I was like, oh my god. And the whole thing about the publisher is that I focus on translating Japanese fiction. And obviously I mostly read my Japanese fiction in English. But I was just like, well, I could read it in Norwegian too. And I really wanted it. And I thought the whole thing was cool. It's like a crime novel, like a really known Japanese crime novel. And obviously it has also an English translation. And I was just too curious to not buy it and order it for myself, and also like supporting a small publisher, etc. So very excited, and I wanna write to my old professor and be like, yo, you're so cool, but I'm not gonna do that. Either way, he probably remembers me as a really bad student, but it's fine. Either way, I really wanted that, so I bought a Norwegian book today, and that's the thing. And then I got some packages, and I don't know how to show you because there's so many, but I got 1, and then I got 2, and then I got 3, and then I got 4, and then I got 5 packages. I can't even get up the other one. Where's the last one? I got all of these packages from Aslaug, my friend, and my Patreon. And I'm like, are you okay? Like, Aslaug, are you okay? And it's all for my birthday. And I know some people do like birthday unboxings, but I don't have the patience for that. So I'm just gonna open them now. And I'm like, what? So just thank you so much. Like seriously, thank you so much. I This has never happened to me before. I'm actually very shocked. I actually don't... What can even be in here? Like, did you just buy my whole wish list? I don't understand. But, yes, we're gonna open them and find out. I assume it's books. It seems very booky. But why are they all in 5 different packages? Why didn't they just pack them in one package? That I don't understand. But, okay, let's open the first one. I guess. Let's see what's in her. It's a book. Oh! This is from my wish list, and it is the last book in this Dog Rory series called Poison in Light by Ben Allison. I actually really wanted to read this, but then I never bothered to buy the last one because they never came on Book Depository. I'm really glad I have it now, so I can finally finish the series. It's by, like, indie published by the author. And I actually enjoyed 1 and 2 a lot, so I'm very excited. And again, thank you so much for asking, because my brain is like fried. Like, seriously. Seriously. Either way. I can't even open it. Oh, there's actually conveniently like a cutting knife beside me, so I'm gonna do that. Whee! It's fine. I can't open it. Okay, there's so many books in here. Hustler, are you okay? So we have The Winner's Crime. I think this is book 2 because I own book 1 and 3 by accident. So now I have that complete series as well. Like, seriously, Hustler. Then we have Grey Mercy by Robin LaFevers. Is this the first one? I think I already read this on Kindle and I really want like physical copies to read the rest of the series. There's more in here. Jesus. Oh my god. Oh my god, no! Look at it. It's fine. Then it's The Darkest Legacy by Alexander Bracken. I think this is like the 4th book in the series. But I haven't actually read any of them, but I own like, I think 1 and 2. Why did I do this though? That's very rude, but it's fine. It's just, it's fine. Like, seriously, how many books is this? I'm in awe. I'm like, there's so many books. There's more. Okay, so we have another one. This is Dark Triumph. I actually don't remember which is 1, 2, and 3. But now I think maybe this is 3, so I assume number 2 is here somewhere. And then we have, oh my god, The Strange and Beautiful Hours of Ava Lavender. I actually want to read this for such a long time and then I never bought it. This is why I always say it was on my wish list. I heard beautiful things about it. It's supposed to be like a really beautiful story. I can't really talk that long about each book because I honestly don't even know. I need to take the empty packages away because they were in the way. And here is Mortal Heart, again in the same series. So I think now, this says on the side, this is book 3. The other one was book 2, maybe. Yes. Look at the smallest letters in the world to like say which number it is in series. It doesn't want to focus. Well, whatever. It doesn't matter. Asler. Is Asler going to be able to eat dinner? Who knows? After this, actually. Okay, so then we have book 3 in The Darkest Minds because I have 1 and 2. But I don't have 3 and 4. So now I have 3 and 4. Now I have the whole series. I feel like now I just need to make reading vlogs for all these series and just dedicate them all to Aslug. That's how it's supposed to be. Oh my god. She did not. It says, happy birthday, my beautiful friend from Aslug. Oh. Don't make me cry. It says Kingsbane, which is book 2 in the... I don't even remember what the series is called. Furry Born? Not Furry. I always say the wrong word. It's Fury, but I always call it Furry because that's just what I do. This is book 2. I actually read this on Kindle, but I only own the first one physically. And I haven't read the 3rd one. And then the last one. Now I'm guessing this is maybe the last one in the Lightbringer series, the Fury Born series. Oh. It's fine. Let's see. I can't even get it out. Oh yes, it is. It's Lightbringer, which is book 3. Which I haven't read now. I have the whole series. They're so pretty as well. This series is so weird because like I never could decide if I liked it or if I was annoyed by it, but at the same time I was very intrigued by it and I really enjoyed parts of it. It's written like in a really like weird way, but it's kind of cool. I can't, what do I say to this? What do I do? Do I show you the whole pile of books? Do you want me to show off? I can show off. Let's see. I also just like finished like 3 series for me here, plus a standalone. Jeez. Actually, I put all the books upside down, but that's beside the point. Look at this. How many books is this? It's 10 books! Holy shit. Erica, you're getting beaten this year. Oh. Holy shit. I don't actually have words. Like, what do I say to this? Either way, I'm getting a bit serious. I'm gonna go now. Bye! Thank you so much. I'm gonna go and read Twisted Love now and report back later. Hello! Here we are some hours later. I'm back in my room. Look at this pile of books. This whole pile of books. Asla gave me, like, it's crazy. Here's also the Norwegian book. I put them down there. I'm gonna deal with them tomorrow. But I did finish. Oh my god. Something dropped on the floor. Twisted Love by Anna Huang. I actually really enjoyed it. It is about, did I say? I don't remember. But it is about these 2 people, as I said. He's really cold-hearted. He has this plan. He's like CEO, grumpy dude. Kind of like Christian Grey in 50 Shades. I never read that. I saw the movies. And she's like, sunshine, beautifulness, life is beautiful, girl. And then they meet and they fall in love. And drama happens. A lot of stupid drama happens. And just, he's so alpha male asshole-ish. Loved it. Loved to see it. I think if I read it actually a while ago, I would have like kind of hated it. I would be like, yeah, well, he's gross and controlling and I don't like him. And now I'm just like, who the fuck cares? This fiction. I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with it. A lot of emotions. I knew some of the stuff was going to happen. A lot of like tropey, over dramatic romance stuff. But I knew exactly what I was going into. And I think that like has a lot to do with like, I knew it was going to not be the greatest literature of all time, but I had a good time with it. The only disappointing thing actually was the smut was good, but it was too little of it. Like, we had one good sex scene and that was it. So it was more focused on like the characters and the drama than the sex. So it's not really like a sexy book. You had like a sexy scene more like, and like some like sexy like teasing, but not like full out scenes. And I was just like, I wanted the sex scenes, but it's fine. It's fine. I should go to bed, but I might just read a manga because now I read 3 books, you know. I read Portrait of a Thief. I don't know. I can't say that word. And How It All Blew Up and now Twisted Love. So now I can read a manga, which is, give me a second, Censor by Junji Ito. So actually I have like a whole manga system, if you don't know. So I follow kind of like a list. So when I get the manga, it goes on the bottom of the list. I think I bought this or got it in my advent calendar. So I got it in December. We are now in May. So it takes about like 4 months for me to get to a manga. Give or take. It depends a bit of how much I read. And if like, sometimes I take pauses for manga because it's expensive. But yeah, I don't know anything about this. It says, did she want in or was she drawn in? It says on the back. And obviously it's like manga horror. I was about to put you down. I don't know why. And I only read Uzumaki, which I loved. It was amazing. One of the best things that I ever read. So I wonder if like I will like this. It's obviously much shorter than Uzumaki. And yeah, I just plan to go through all his works. I have this and one other, which is also the next one. And then after that, I will try to go like in a really sort of what I can get a hold of. Because some of his older stuff you can't get a hold of. Like, these are kind of like new editions, I think. So this was released in 2019, but I don't actually even know. I think maybe this is one of his newest. So that doesn't actually say me anything. But it's not that long, so I think I'm just gonna read it now before bed. Great reading before bed, Sandra, but okay. Because I just want to get ahead. And then I will tell you, I guess tomorrow how I want. And then like what my next read is. It's going so well. 1 book a day so far. Granted, we're only 3 days in, but I'm trying to get ahead of my TBR now so that I can relax a bit more soon. But also, all the books I've been reading is very easy, so we shall see when we get to more fantasy. I cleared the couch so I can vlog here now, and it looks much better than when you can see the messy couch in the background. Actually, life was a mess today. I was going to do so many things, and I didn't do them. The light was a bit intense, but we are dealing. So, I don't know what I'm doing. I am updating this vlog. I finished Censor last night. I never should have read it that late, but I finished it. It was really weird. Oh my god, look. The dust jacket is really cool. I dropped it. It's fancy. It's a fancy dust jacket. But, so it basically follows this girl that arrives at this village in the mountains. And they can all hail each other's minds. because there's this magical hair that comes from outer space that drops on their heads that makes them being able to hear each other's minds. Because they're really like sensitive. That's why it's called sensor. Can I take down this curtain? It was a bit much. Either way, this mountain erupts, that's a word. And then there's this reporter that goes to the mountain and sees her, and she's kind of like this kind of mythical being in a way, with really like beautiful hair. And then he tries to find her in different situations, and there's this cool thing in the mountain, kind of praising the mountain, not the mountain, but the sensory hair things. I don't really know how to explain it. It's really weird. I didn't enjoy this as much as Uzumaki. I thought the story was interesting and weird, and I didn't expect it to, you know, have a conclusion or anything like that. I think the art is cool and like really Junji Ito like, but I don't think I saw some reviews and stuff as well that it doesn't seem to like be his favorite of his works. But I still think he's just have like a very imaginative mind where things are just really weird, and it does make sense, but it's kind of cool as well. Definitely like some creepy shots in here as well. I just thought the story wasn't as like thought through, I guess, as Uzumaki, because obviously that doesn't make any sense either, but it like, you know. But I guess I shouldn't compare it to like his most known best work, I guess. But it was still enjoyable. I think I would give it like 3 out of 5 stars, even though I don't usually rate manga, etc. But I still like the eeriness, and I love the style, and I am excited to read more of Junji Ito now. Now that I started properly, I'm excited to continue, and like, it wasn't bad or anything like that. It just wasn't like amazing, you know. But the next read that I was going to start this morning, but I've been procrastinating and been a mess, is Breast and Eggs by Mieko Kawakami, also Japanese. And this one, I know maybe follows this woman that returns to her home village after like 8 years. I think they all took some like breast operations when they were younger. And then she's like trying to, I don't know, find herself or something on this journey. And like she's thinking back to this summer when she met these 2 other women, I think. And for this, I'm reading it for a character. What was the challenge? The Asian readathon challenge I'm reading it for. That is focused on identity and self-discovery. And it definitely is, because she thinks back on like this summer and etc. I read another book by Mieko Kawakami. I think it was Heaven. I have it all the way over there. And I really enjoyed that. It was really weird though. That one was about like someone being bullied, and then he tried to confront his bullies and was like, "Why are you bullying me?" And they were just like, "You deserve it, because you're a loser." Like the whole book was just so bizarre, and then like the argumentation for like why he was being bullied was just so well thought through. Obviously, no one deserves being bullied, but the book was just like baffled my mind. It was really good. It was really short as well. This one is obviously much longer, and I want to say I will finish this today, but we shall see what I have on. I really do want to though, to keep on track of everything. And for my TBR game, it is to read a book that is translated, and obviously it was translated from Japanese, so that fits really well. I could have read the other Norwegian book I got yesterday, but that is not on my TBR, so I'm gonna start that later and we shall see what happens. I don't have any more, but I like this angle more, but I like this a bit intense. Wait, if I did this now, it's too dark. It just doesn't work, but it's fine. Either way, gonna go and try to be alive before I go to work. I don't want to. I want to just never work. Hello. So, did I even say what book I was gonna read? I don't even remember, but it is much later. I need to go to bed because I work early. Hate having work early because I need to wake up early, but then I'm done earlier, you know? Why am I looking like a smushed potato? Oh, okay. I did finish Breast and Eggs. That's why I'm up so late, because I was like, can't break my streak now. I need to finish a book a day, you know? Not like for the whole month, but at least for now on, my TBR is so big. If you hear screaming in the background, it's Erica playing Dead by Daylight. And what I said earlier was that I thought it was about like this woman going back to her hometown after they had breast transplants many years ago. I didn't read the synopsis apparently that well. It's not about that. It's about 2 parts. First, it is about this young woman living in Tokyo, and then her sister and her niece comes and visit her, and her sister's planning to get a breast transplant, and the niece is going through puberty, so it's a lot about like how your body changes. So like one, you know, trying to change her body in the future. Another one hating her body and changing like with periods, etc. And when you think that this book is named Breasts and Eggs, it's literally about breasts and eggs. I'm not joking. It's a lot about like breasts, at least in the first part of the book, because of the mother is very, or her sister is very focused on getting these breast transplants, etc. It's about eggs because it's a lot about like the eggs inside a woman's body, like the period eggs, etc. And just how they fall and if they can fertilize or whatever. And it's a lot about like working class women because they struggle all their life, especially after their mother died of cancer, how they basically had to work for a super young age and like didn't have a lot of means. And our main character is a struggling writer, so then we jump in the second part of the book, I think 8 years in the future, and then she's like, not fully like the most famous writer in the world, but she's a successful writer, she's living off her writing, and then she wants a kid, but she doesn't want a partner and she hates sex, so she is debating getting a sperm donor, and it's all about like how she's gonna do this. So it's all about, you know, eggs again. Because she's gonna fertilize her eggs. And you know, it's also like, you know, a lot about like coming from working class, etc. It's really weird in the Japanese style, contemporary style. It's weird. The way it's written, the way the dialogue can go for like 4 pages about like these people she meets' lives. But it kinda in a reminisce of like other Japanese translation books I've read. It's not weirder than them. It's not bad either. It was really interesting. I was a bit bored, to be honest, because there was just a lot of text. It's a lot of text with small font. And I was just like, there was a lot of parts I didn't care about that much. And like, I kind of just like don't care about people getting children. Because like, it's not a thing that I like personally care that much about. So it was a lot about like pregnancy and child making and stuff like that. And I know like it's an important part of life and blah 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 blah. But for me, I'm just like, I don't care. If you want this child, get a child. But I don't need to read 200 pages about someone wanting to get a child, you know? Even though, like, I guess there's definitely, like, a lot of literary parts of this. It's a very literary book where you can probably discuss and take out, like, many parts of it. Discuss desires, the characters and motivations, and how this is written, as well as, like, what to say, important topics that the book brings up. But also, I read for enjoyment. I don't need to analyze this. I can't say it was a bit boring for me, but I still like enjoyed parts of it. I really like how the author writes, even though yes, translated. And you know, I read Heaven, and I really liked how that was written as well. It was also really weird. Japanese contemporary fiction is just like really weird. It's nothing at all like, I was gonna say English contemporary fiction, American contemporary fiction, and like Norwegian contemporary fiction as well. That's like a whole other thing. There's a totally different vibe there too. It's really interesting to notice these things if you read a lot of books like from the same countries. Either way, yeah, the only thing I wish that I had this in a matching hardcover as Heaven, but I could get this so cheap, so I didn't bother stressing about it, spending a lot of money for no reason. But yeah, I think I'm giving like 3.5, maybe 3.75, so running it off to 4. So I enjoyed it fine. It was okay. I would definitely recommend it, but it's weird, and I don't understand like how to explain to someone. Like, you meet someone and I like ask you recommend it, yes, but how do you explain the book to someone? How do you explain the vibes and atmosphere of that book to someone? Because it's weird, you know. I don't know. But yeah, I need to go to bed. I don't know if I'm planning to finish the whole book tomorrow, but I'm trying to read half of one. So we shall see. You should see me then. Probably after work. Good night. Hello. So I didn't vlog today because I was at work and then I went home and then I did read, but I did other stuff and then I'm so tired. I shouldn't vlog. But I just want to say I did start my next book. Try to get it. Daughter of the Moon Goddess. I'm at 258 pages. I think that's where the chapter ended. Because I want to read half today. Because it's like, I think it was almost 500 pages. So I read half today and I'll read the rest tomorrow. And I just don't have the energy to talk properly about it right now. Like, I'm literally about to pass out on my feet. So I'm going to go to bed and I want to read tomorrow. But I still want to say hello today. So that you're like, what? Well, tomorrow? I don't know. It doesn't make sense. But see you tomorrow. Okay, I am thankfully more awake now. So I can try to talk a bit about Daughter of the Moon Goddess, which I started, as I said, yesterday. It's here. I took off the dust jacket. It was annoying me. So I'm planning to finish that today and I'll start another book as well. So this one follows the daughter of the moon goddess in Chinese like mythology of Chang'e. I feel like I remember how to pronounce the name before, but now I cannot remember it, and I apologize. The daughter is called Xin Yin, but I am pretty sure that's also not how you pronounce that name because it is Chinese. But we follow her after she having to escape from her mom because people don't know she exists. So she had to escape, and then she's still living in the celestial kingdom, like in the kingdom of the gods, and then there's magic, etc., and then she becomes the companion of like the prince and like is with him and like does all like his lessons, etc. It's not a happy love story to say like that, so you have to like read more to find out. So that's basically it, I think. A reading synopsis of it's more like, yeah, it's saying like she's doing all this to kind of to save her mother. She's doing all this training and like all these lessons so that she can learn her magic and become a great warrior, so that she can save her mother who's kind of imprisoned. She took the elixir of immortality from her father. And yeah, that's basically what kind of the book is about. It's very beautiful, but woven in obviously Chinese mythology. It's really well written. I'm really enjoying the story so far. However, at the middle point that I am now, like I really enjoy like the beginning, etc. But at the middle point I am now, I'm actually just kind of bored. I'm just like, it feels a bit long, but I think it will pick up and like I will be more into it. Also, when I was reading yesterday, I was very tired, so maybe like not the smartest decision. Like in the beginning, I was like, whew, and then I got just more and more tired as I kept reading. But today I am more awake, hopefully. So I shall read more. I have Patreon sprints today, so I shall finish the book then in the sprints. Maybe I will read a bit before because it started a bit later. I'm trying to edit this video, but then my computer is dying of power, so it's all things are just against me. But yeah, and then I shall start another book later, so I shall talk to you then of what happens next. Yeah, but I am enjoying it so far. Like, it's a good 4-star read so far, so we shall see how things end up. Hello, so I did finish Daughter of the Moon Goddess. Wait, I need to get the dust jacket. It's on the other side of my computer. I will fix it afterwards. And it was good. I actually ended up like, when you saw, sorry, like something fell on the floor. When you saw the full picture of the story, I quite enjoyed to see the developments and the characters. And like, I guess the reason I was bored a bit earlier was just because you had like all these small battles, and I felt like all of those were just to build up the character so that she could get this thing, so that she could free her mother. And it was just how they felt kind of insignificant. And I wanted those things to matter more in a way, because it was just like kind of, you know, like a montage kind of way. And I think I enjoy montages sometimes too, because sometimes you can't, you of course, have every single moment. But I just kind of wanted her to like have those moments be more and like feel more impactful. Like she fights these celestial ancient creatures, and it was just like a breeze to the road in a way. And I just wish that like we had actually more time in that period, because we had like a really long time where she lived in the palace and I was growing up or whatever, and then she had like a really short time after something happens and she goes out being this warrior thing, and then like things after that. Like we literally have 3 periods. You could say we can kind of split it into 3 parts. It literally says book 1, book 2, and book 3 though. And I just wish, I guess, even though it's a long book, I just wish, I guess book 2 was longer for me. 1 is my favorite, but now that I thought about it, I was split it out. It's actually really clever, because it literally feels like 3 different books. But I feel like it was done really, really well in the end. I guess it was just something about like being in book 1 for so long and then like adjusting myself to book 2. I don't know how to describe these feelings. It wasn't bad or anything like that. It was more just like I wanted more out of book 2, where I wanted it to mean more, because everyone was on the foundation of book 1. But yeah, like, because it's literally split, you know, into parts. But still, I really, really enjoyed it. I wonder what the sequel will be about. I wonder, is the sequel about the same character even? I don't know. Kind of left with the feeling you're unsure what it will be about, but I just love the different adventures. I love seeing like ancient myths and legends that you obviously seen around before made into this one, and it was a really great one. I really, really enjoyed it. I had a overall very good time, and yeah, it was just the kind of perfect Asian fantasy that I would enjoy. So finally, I can say I read this, because literally been on my TBR for ages. Literally said I want to read this for ages. We had it in the store, working for ages, and now I can finally talk about it, because people are like, oh, you recommend this? I'm like, oh yeah, I heard amazing things, but I haven't read it yet, and now I have. So I'm very happy about that. It's not like, you know, a favorite or anything like that, but it is a book that I would definitely recommend. I feel like I say that That is my standard sentence. It's not under favorite or anything, but it's a book I would definitely recommend. How annoying am I? Just a strong book with a lot of elements I enjoy. You know, it's a lot about love and like romance and stuff. And it was fine. Like, I'm not saying that they weren't cute together. I really liked how they fell for each other. But overall, like, I was more interested in like the dragons and like how things were going to play out. And I guess like I couldn't really guess it. Like I couldn't sit there and this would happen. So I enjoyed the elements of the story a lot. And yeah, so I'm going to start my next book today, but I don't think I will finish it. That is Battle Royale, as you can see, by Koshun Takami. Battle Royale is like the Hunger Games before Hunger Games. So basically that game thing. Lots of kids go out in this arena and they're gonna kill each other and a lot of standing wins. I assume it's made into a movie. Never watched that, etc. Is this a manga? Is that a Battle Royale or something else? I really need to Google that. Because I feel like there was a manga and I was gonna buy it and then it went out of sale. And then I never did. Maybe it's not a manga. Am I thinking about something else? Oh, here is the manga. I found it. Maybe. I think you ran out of print or something. And now you can't get a hold of it anymore. They should reprint that. Either way, this is obviously like the book version. This one came first, right? Like they made the manga out of the book version. There's a movie, etc. I know it's really brutal. And I know people really love it. I feel like I will enjoy it a lot. Came out in 1999. Dang. I was 2 years old. But yeah, people say like it's the original Hunger Games, etc. I don't know how long the Death Games have been a trope, but I feel like it's just a trope. Because it's different. You know, Squid Game was a thing too. I'm really curious to finally read this. It was not a plan at all for me this month. I don't even remember what this was based. Oh yeah, it was the challenge for a certain time in the day. Actually, it's much shorter than I thought it would be. I thought it was 700 pages, but it's only... I'm trying to not spoil myself here. I will assume that everyone dies. There's like an interview now, and I can't count that. 627 pages. So I thought it was 700. So I'm feeling much better about it now. I'm trying to read half today, and then I'll read half tomorrow. So that I have some time to do other stuff today too. But yeah, I don't really know like why they are in this thing. It's just like it's a high school kids, and they go into this arena, and then there's supposed to murder. I'm excited. I'm actually sad because I really wanted actually to read a manga at that point. I know it's a manga made. I just know it's hard to get hold of. But now I really want it. Either way, gonna update you later. Happy you finished Daughter of my Goddess. 45 stars. Let's read Battle Royale. Hello, my good friends. I love this. So yesterday I did read and then I never updated my vlog again because I was too tired. But I ended up on page 324. My goal was like 330 and then I never read the last pages because I went and watched stuff and then I just didn't bother when I was going to bed. I did basically come halfway. I'm planning to try to finish it today. I have many good hours before I'm going out to the cinema and to eat sushi with a friend who has birthday and the other friends. They're all the same friends either way. So yeah, it is a good time. I'm enjoying it so far. I think that it is really interesting. Like we have all these different characters all trying to kill each other and like different point of views. I'm actually like, since we don't get that along with each character, I'm like a bit like, who are you? Who are you? And who are you? But like, keep down like flies. So it's fine. But yeah, it's interesting. It's fun to read about these killings and crazy times. Yeah, I'm having a whole time. I finished that. I'm supposed to read a manga, so just see if I get time for that. But yeah, now I have actually really good time to read, so it's gonna be a good time. I think I don't have that much else to do. Probably like make breakfast, but like other stuff, not that much, because I already did all the stuff I want to do. Give myself a task every day, trying to live life. Either way, you should see me later. This couch is a mess, even though I cleaned it. Hello. So I don't think I updated it last night because I was too tired, but I did end up yesterday finishing Battle Royale, and I ended up really enjoying it. It was not at all how I like thought it would be. It was good. It's not that. It's just like how the story played out and like how the story was told. I don't know why. It was just not what I expected. And it wasn't bad. It was just like, sorry. It wasn't just like I thought I would love it. I thought it would be like amazing. Basically a 5-star read. But it wasn't. It was just like a really strong 4-star. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really cool and great, and like finally reading this like after so many years and saying I wanted to read it. I kind of expected more. I don't know what. Maybe like I'm missing like the more I was looking for, the more I expected from the book. And again, I'm not saying it's bad by any means. I think it was a really, really great book. It was very exciting. But it was just something about like, I just thought it would be even better. So maybe that's something to do with my expectations. But again, the book was not bad at all. It was really great. Lots of kids kill each other. And it's a lot about like trust and breaking that trust. And like how all these people kind of, I was going to say, tricked into breaking the trust in a way. Even though like they initially maybe weren't like this. But this game makes them into these people that they never were. And then also, like, it's a tiny bit, like, about the government and, like, how this all came to be. I did really enjoy the end, though. I thought it was really good. I ended up really enjoying it, as I said. Like, really strong 4 out of 5 stars. But I just assumed in my head that I will love it even more. So, I'm disappointed in myself. Okay? But I finished it. So, I enjoyed it. The first week now is over for me. We're on a Monday again, so that's why I'm ending this vlog now. I'm gonna start a new one. And this is how I did. I'm gonna show you. I can't get books off. I'm sitting in like a really weird position. Look at this. I feel like I did pretty well for the first week. Obviously, we have 2 mangas. Like 8 books. 2 mangas, so 6 books done. For 7 days. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I don't actually know how I did this. How did I do that? Because I didn't finish 2 a day. The math is not mathing in my head. But actually I really have it. So it was exhausting to hold them like that. It was a good week. I said I was trying for 1 book a day. Because I have a huge TBR. And I want to like finish it so now I'll be able to finish it. And then I used like 2 days of Daughter of the Moon Goddess and Battle Royale. Because they were thicker. I have some thick books left. I'm looking over. Definitely like 3 of them are pretty thick, but the others I think I will be fine. So yeah, and then I have at least some contemporaries that will get me through faster. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I guess it's only been reading updates and not like vlogging of my life much. But I just don't do anything. I kind of just read and I go to work, and I'm not going to vlog myself going to work because that's boring. So I'm sorry. Even though I was at the cinemas yesterday and I watched Super Mario Bros. And it was great. But I was just like, I'm not going to feel myself sitting in the cinema. You know, I don't know. So yeah, but I still hope you enjoyed. You should see me soon in a new one, at least for next week's vlog. And maybe a video in between. And again, thank you so much for watching. And I hope you have a nice week. Bye!